Hello and welcome to Apex Instant Tips episode number 190, brought to you most Fridays at 12:05 Eastern Time. We're your hosts. I'm Anton.
Hi, I'm Marwa. How are you, Anton?
I'm great, Marwa. How are you?
Great, thank you.
So this week's tip is based upon a conversation that I had with Stephen Feuerstein earlier this week. So Stephen runs rewildearth.net. I recommend anybody that's interested in the planet, go out and check out rewildearth.net. It's a way to volunteer to help bring the Earth back to a more natural space. Hey, Rich. Of course, it's not worldwide, but it's still worth checking out. But Stephen said to me, hey, Anton, in one of my screens, I provide a select list, and the select list is a list of colors, red, green, blue, whatever it might be. How do I get not just the word red, but the color red as the option and the color blue as the option and so forth? And I said, Marwa and I did an Apex Instant tip on this. You should just go watch the tip.
No, actually, we did not make the episode, but we did it.
Yeah,
we
that's
did
what he
it.
told me. Yeah. So yeah.
But we did a similar episode. It was about remember the button builder that you added to the universal theme application.
Oh yeah. What episode was that, Marwa?
It was 151.
I think it was 155.
I will go and check later.
I think, I'm not sure. But anyway, I recommend if you haven't watched episode 155, you go back and take a look. But what we're going to do is we're going to show you, we just showed this on the screen, but because the episode was about more, it was about the button builder. But what we showed on the screen, I'll show people, is we showed this select list like this, and you can see they have the right colors, right? If we do opacity, you can see the opacity is there. The background is there. So this is exactly what Stephen wanted to do. But of course, we didn't actually show how to do it.
We did
talked
not.
about this is the button builder. This is how you do it. Go back and watch episode 155. It's good, a grand episode. But this is kind of cool, right?
So how did you do it? How did you make it possible? We know that there are interactive reports in the universal theme that display those CSS classes, but Popup LOVs do not have the same attributes as an interactive report. You have to apply CSS in a different way.
Yeah, well, if I remember correctly, you showed me how to do it. So let's jump in. So let's go. I'm going to turn on my timer, and we're going to show really quickly. So first of all, these aren't select lists; they're pop-up LOVs because you get all the rich features of the jQuery pop-up LOV widgets and so forth, and you get to use these features. I like this pop-up LOV a lot. I often switch to it instead of a select list because I can do things. The other thing I can do with it is I can show more than one column. So in this case, you can see we can actually apply this styling to just one column or individual cells and so forth. So we're going to look at this one because it makes it a little bit more obvious what we're doing. So I'm going to take a quick look at this element right here, this block. This block is a pop-up LOV, and it uses this select list. So my select list has in it an LOV class. So what I'm doing is I'm defining the class for each row. And so these rows, this portion of the select statement gets me a normal, a hot, a warning, a danger. So U-normal, U-hot, U-warning. That's those LOV classes. I have a union all, and this is getting me the number 1 through 45. So U color 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 45, and that's my LOV class. So in my pop-up, in my list of values definition, I have that. And then I went down here and I added, you get to select which columns, and I added the LOV class here, but it's not visible. The columns that are visible are this D column, the display column, the icon column. And so what you'll be able to see here is that I've applied this to the D column, but not to the display to column, right? So these are here. So when we look at this, when we look at this, I'm currently applying this LOV class to this column.
Yes.
So how do we actually make that happen?
So in order to make that happen, you need to go back to the page designer and go to the Popup LOV settings. There is an attribute that is called JavaScript initialization function.
Do
Yes,
I have
right.
to I have to write a whole bunch of JavaScript?
Only 3 lines.
That's about all I can handle. Okay. So this is the column that holds the class, and this is the column that we want to apply it to. So display. So you can see right now I'm only displaying it to the D column. If I also want to display it to the display to column, I could do one more line of JavaScript. I can say display to, and now it will apply to both the D column and the display to column. So here we'll try it. We'll run it, and now we'll see. Hopefully, if I haven't broken anything, we'll come right back to there. And now this is showing both columns have that.
Yes.
So that's it. And that's, go ahead, Marwa.
I want to say that you can add more classes in that love CSS column. I mean, you can add multiple CSS classes applied to your SAP.
That's right. So in this case, I could actually apply an opacity as well. So here I have this U opacity 40. I could come right back here and I could say, this is going to be this. And I can have multiple classes, but I can also just do something like this, CSS instead of column. I think I might conflict, but what I could do, I'm sorry, I'm doing this on the fly. I could add this into my select list. So I could add it here. I could concatenate on space, and I could add in that U opacity, I think it was 40, like that. And so now it will have 2 classes associated with it. Did I get that right? Yeah. So let me apply that here. We're down to 53 seconds. Apply that change. I'm going to refresh this page. And now, hopefully, my opacity on the first few will be a little lower. Yes, you can see that got applied to these, that opacity. So I can get more than one class. Beautiful.
Yes, more than one class. Beautiful. And I think you have a URL that will tell us about more options to use.
Yes, you can follow this URL. You can download this app, and you can play with this app yourself. You can use it in your own workspace. So we've got that works there. I'm going to say one more thing. Mike Hitchwa was on the show. I'm name dropping. Mike Hitchwa was on the show, and that was episode 100. And in episode 100, Mike talked about how to get this icon right here. So if you like having that icon that I'm showing there, Mike talks about how to do that in episode 100. Popup LOV, a great feature.
Yes, I like it.
So I think that's our 5 minutes.
Yes.
All right. Marwa, you want to tell them what they're supposed to do now?
Subscribe, share, and send a letter to your mom. Tell her about the show.
Perfect. All those things. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.